Aye, aye. How you guys feeling? Are you feeling nice? Thank you. Thank you for coming, guys.
Hello, everybody. So we're Hear Me Out. My name's Gini, and I have the privilege to be the artistic director here. I'm just going to say a few words, and really the main thing I want to say to you is that you're welcome. You're so very, very welcome here. It's lovely to see you, and we hope that you feel welcome and you feel comfortable and you feel loved. I'm now going to hand you over to one of our trustees, Lamin Joof, and he's going to explain to you what Hear Me Out, the charity, does.
Thank you, Gini. Thank you, Gini. Make some noise for Gini, people. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, like just Gini just said, my name is Lamin Joof, original from Gambia, west coast of Africa. So yeah, I'm a trustee in Hear Me Out, the work we do. We go in immigration removal centers. But most people here, maybe you might have heard of it, but don't understand what immigration removal center means. It's just like a prison, my brothers and sisters. I mean, they lock you down and all that. So we went in there, do music with them. You know, and most of the people in immigration removal centers are suffering from one similar problem, all of them. This is called depression. And as you know, with music now, we help them through their journey. We don't just stop there as Hear Me Out. We go in the hotels. Nowadays, they have these hotels where they keep the immigrants. So what we do music with them in there. And these hotels, they don't have no facilities there. It's just room, sleep, and bed. That's it. So what we do, we go in there, do music with them, help them through their journey and their stress. Yeah? Well, thank you, and welcome for coming in. I'll pass you back to Gini.
So just a few quick things. There's going to be some postcards that are scattered around now and at the end. If you want to fill them in to tell us what you thought about the event and also who you are, we call this surveying for survival. It's something we need to do so we know we're reaching the right people and so our funders are happy. I'll very, very briefly thank the Arts Council and the Paul Hamlin Foundation. And I also just want to say that there's a number of really important people for Hear Me Out that are in the audience tonight. And if you want to come and talk to any of us about Hear Me Out, we've got the Hear Me Out band that are here. The Unknowns are here, a band from an asylum hotel. We have a large number of our artists. We have our staff here. And we also, apart from Lamin, have a number of other trustees from the board, including our co-founder, Sue Lukes, who's here somewhere. And I want to say, actually, thank you, Sue, because you're one of the co-founders of this. So I want a big clap for Sue, actually, right now. And without further ado, I'm now going to hand over to one of Hear Me Out's key allies. I hope that he's nearby. I can't see a thing. Frank Sweeney, who has worked with us and made many, many things possible for us. And he's going to introduce the first part of tonight, where we're going to show you 3 music videos that were made by young people. So I'm going to hand over to Frank, and he's going to explain what it is that you're going to see. So welcome, Frank, Hear Me Out's ally.
Thanks, Gini. Thank you. Hey, evening. Hi, guys. Hi. So I'm a fan and an ally, and I want to find a word that begins with N that kind of completes the F-A-N in that fan, ally, and next door neighbour. So my name's Frank, and why am I here? So Yamin and Gini was just explaining about what they do inside the immigration centre, and I've been fortunate to kind of be able to make a connection with that to the outside world. Right. So I'm the chair of a youth charity that's based in Hackney called The Crib, and we have like a youth music project, a youth arts project, and so what we wanted to do was to inspire young people to engage in this area of work, understand what's going on around the immigration removal system and the racism and the injustice that happens in this country. And so we asked people, say, it was called Music in Detention at the time, yeah? So we said, go to the website, go to the playlists, look for a song that you connect with, and then create something that's inspired by that song. And we call this project Voices to the World, Voices to the World. And if you're interested in helping it kind of grow and grow and grow, speak to me, because it's still alive. And so we worked with a group called Mouth That Roars, who young people that make films, and realised that most of those young people had lived experience of this. Like they had been in immigration detention, or their parents or their uncles or their aunts had this experience. So it was close to them, and there's 3 films that we're going to show you, 3 short films. They're like music, not music videos, but kind of like short films to music type thing right there. It's something that I always want to say is that I'm interested in that space, this kind of movement, this kind of trafficking of people, and we come from a society that's been like quite awful to us. Do you know what I mean? Like I work in Carnival, and Carnival is this moment where it's you know, in the Caribbean. It comes from that real injustice of people being stolen from Africa and transported to the Caribbean and enslaved. And Carnival is a response to that. It's a voice of people that speak out against it. And what we really do know is that it's the rehearsal for a rebellion. It really is, and we kind of don't really want people to see it. And so what you've got here is this moment where we can rebel. We can change these things. Yeah, we can turn it around, and turn it around for the positive good, for positive change.